Okay, hey there guys, so we're back to some Act 8 videos. This is just going to be the two fights. This is like the two fights that I thought were like kind of the hardest, and from what I like heard from people that were hard, and just also like fighting them that felt harder. So this first one is the She-Hulk, because she has that unstoppable, and then she also gets that unblockable a lot with getting her Furies and getting the unstoppables, and she goes debuff immune, so you can't slow her, or you can't use a standard slow. The node comes with the passive slow if you intercept them. So I was trying to figure out like a really nice counter for this, and what I came up with was Mole Man. So anytime you have a monster mass charge and you block a hit, a standard hit, without the parry mastery activating, right, or without parrying, you go unstoppable yourself, and people have used this for a long time to cheese intercept nodes like Do Not Go Gentle, Foresight, and all this stuff. And as you're seeing here, it works the same here. So I'm able to get the Fury from the unstoppable very, very easily, and because of the very constant guaranteed crits I get a lot of damage going in. I can't get the shock damage, but like even as you're going to see, I make a couple mistakes, like right there, I don't pay attention to the fact that she can get it through the Fury for a second, but I'm just still going in and going ham, and look at those bleeds ticking. I have the Furies still, right, and like it's pretty simple. This was the only time I did this fight. I was planning on going through like trying to get each of the boss a couple times, but I ended up only doing some one time so I could like speed through it as fast as I can. And I really, really enjoyed this fight with Mole Man. I don't know how many people out there are still trying to push through Act 8.1, but I think I didn't see every single option, but I think Mole Man might be the best option for this fight. He's just so good for this because of his unstoppable and the fact that you can just cheese the intercept. He's very good for that type of node. I'm sure you could use like Ghost if you're pretty skilled with her for this or something. Any of those like cheap intercept champions are probably gonna work, or just something kind of along those lines. But I really enjoyed using Mole Man because I have class advantage. I have the cheat intercept. I get guaranteed crits, and guaranteed crits obviously work very, very well when you get an extra damage buff. That's why like Ghost is so good and all of that. And as you see, this fight pretty painless. I think this is a fight that most people can do, right? Like some of these fights you'll see, right, 3 minutes and a half. That's not too bad for a boss here. This fight was another one I heard is kind of annoying, and when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is. So it has that 50% chance when you have for that, but then I believe it's a 50% chance for auto block. So my idea for Mr. Hulkling here is that I do a ton of block damage. I'll be healing through the Disorients, and if I get hit, I get regen, plus I go unblockable. So what I really needed to do was let the concussions fall off from block a little bit better. But as you're going to see, just my damage is pretty good, because you get all these Furies, and the special 2 is just going to connect. And again, you're going to see, I don't play this too pretty. Right, there's a lot of mistakes happening, but the regen buff is pretty strong. I can just use Intimidate, I can go ham. You gain your unblockable at any point, and you're just going to get a ton of damage off. And you really just bait SP1 here with Hulkling, and you're going to have a good time. I didn't want to get to this SP3 here, but I did. But yeah, really, I feel like Hulkling was super, super good for this fight. I don't know, again, this is another one of the fights I didn't do too many times, but I really wanted to highlight Hulkling and Mole Man in this video, because I just felt like both did so well. Because with this fight, either you're going to gain that unblock the Pierce charge, or you're going to gain a Fury, kind of with how the node works, right? Anytime that one of your buffs fails, you get the Fury. So either I get closer to unblockable and I do a ton of block damage, or I gain a Fury. So I have 9 Furies. Like, that is insane. These SP2s are just doing such consistent damage, and every hit's going kind of crazy. I really wanted to try to see what you get with some of those Pierce buffs. Big SP2. I really, really liked this fight. Because of all the concussions, as you see, I also heal a ton throughout the fight through willpower. And that's pretty much the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you found it useful. Bye.